Welcome to Fayetteville, and whoop, pig suey as the Arkansas Razorbacks are ready to take the field. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Oregon State Beavers taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Razorbacks will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Beavers offense takes the field for the first time today. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for him, Coach. So much fun to play with, and a guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active and a weapon.
To the air, it's Terrell. Quickly to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Feeling some heat. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
He'll throw it. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Throws to the wideout. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man. Everybody on an island. Everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays,
open runway ahead. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Grab behind the line. It's long. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down.
Oh, you got to take
that.
that.
Lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. He just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. That's caught. It's long. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance. And when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, big swing.
Dropping back, it's Vasquez. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Wants to throw on 3rd. And he will score! Touchdown, Arkansas! And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whooping!
Woo pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited. And you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
He does a good job of dropping, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the 1st down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to throw. It's Terrell. Floating away. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Zings it complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good. They go 83 yards on the drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being out there.
Back to throw, it's Vasquez. Unloads to the wideout.
Give me the tape, man.
The ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he's out of bounds after a 2-yard run and a nice pickup. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line.
And that is such great execution by this offense. Third down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for the end zone. Almost intercepted.
Come on, baby. I need you to grab that, man.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy's quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there, you know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
Back to pass, it's Vasquez. Fires to the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high...
He's going to fire deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Beaver!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Charlotte has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over it. They're trailing by 14 to Navy. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They go to the ground. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. The defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Takes the handoff. It's Terrell. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Back to throw, it's Vasquez. It's caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He knew the heat was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need to push for the first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
The expressway is wide open. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Quarterback on the keeper. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I'll tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
And the extra point is
If I can get a
true, and
fucking
they're
turnover
on top by 7.
on defense, I'll be
They'll
all right.
kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
All wideouts, no backs. Quarterback checking the play. Dropping back, it's Terrell. He makes the grab. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He finds his man. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Complete downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. The give from the gun. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They feed him again. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Beavers moving quickly to the line. Movement here from the tight end. Powers forward. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play and create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. He'll just keep slinging it. Fires to the wideout. Nice man! And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away.
What are you doing? Like, what are you doing, guys?
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get the momentum on your side.
Right, like, what are you doing?
Finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
I hate seeing a nigga in position, but
From
don't.
inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job.
Don't make not one play.
The assignments as they put a stop
Be right there.
at the 22. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Looking to throw, it's Terrell. Pocket starts to collapse. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. 5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. They're trying to get to it.
I just gave some
And that
fucking
one falls
James Barry.
incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Right, I got a nigga right here, but he can't fucking break on the ball. Like, come on, dog, break on the fucking ball.
2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Come on, guys.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the
Yeah, put him in fucking
you hate to let them move
field
the
goal
chains on a
range.
penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's stopped just a chain
This guy
away
bullshit,
from the
man.
first down and sets them up beautifully here. Timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Field goal is good. And now the lead is extended a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half.
You're right. Let me tell you so fucking.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball
Niggas can't get a fucking interception.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical,
Wide
winning
open.
in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense.
Wide open. Like, come on.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility.
Wow.
The guy in that slot position.
He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the
It's whatever
question
now,
is,
Dave.
did the official see something to bring it back?
That's
and the
crazy.
Razorbacks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. To the air. It's Vasquez.
That's crazy.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
How are you, bro? Like, it's okay.
Down in this offense is
just don't like
in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And there was no way
I don't even care
for this
anymore.
quarterback, and down he goes.
I don't even care
Coming
anymore.
up short on the previous 2 fourth-down attempts, this offense will try it here again. Finds his man down the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion.
Right.
He was hit just
Right.
as he released it. And
I'm not surprised.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket,
Not surprised
they could
at all.
get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Looking to throw, it's Terrell. Takes a hit as he fires.
I'm not
And
surprised.
that pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good
Not surprised
return
at
on the
all.
interception. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Open space at the 25. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a 1st down, and much more really good execution by this offense. He wants to throw.
Yeah, like 3 niggas right there.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the stomping has commenced.
Got 3 niggas right there.
The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
3 niggas right
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oregon State
Got 3 niggas right there,
the
though.
offense onto the field.
And nobody
They
puts
face a
it
pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football. And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Right down the middle. That one never
Like,
had a
come on,
chance to get
guys.
complete.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been
Yeah, come on,
accuracy,
man.
right? The last time this guy
Set my
took the
foot in
field,
there.
he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
Look at that shit.
Complete pass ends a
Look at that shit,
frustrating
man.
series, and they turn it over on downs. Looking for
I don't know what else y'all want me to
on
do,
1st
though.
down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
I don't know what else y'all want me to do.
After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Vasquez. The throw. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. The interception stops the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49.
Fuck it, might as well put him in.
As quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. And the Beavers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got some room headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Beavers!
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. College fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. So a lot of time to go here in the 3rd quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the leveling has started. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted
how are you there,
on the
Wado?
back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, and they've got to make sure these drives pay off. He's going to let it go. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Oregon State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Got his man downfield.
Right, like, come on, dog. This nigga is slanging that bitch like that.
Huge pickup on that play.
That nigga slanging that bitch like that.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. You think of all the great play callers in this league,
the fucking ball, man.
This league has seen at the QB position in recent years. You better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
Back to pass, it's Vasquez. Shoots it to the left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
They'll go to the ground. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Here comes the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout.
Right, dog. Like, come on, dog. That nigga eating your bitch ass up, bro. That nigga eating your bitch ass up. Eating your bitch ass up.
He'll pull it on the read. Got enough space. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And the punishment has been extended.
I definitely like being the quarterback coach of this game because he makes me look good. I mean, he makes me defend the
eating your bitch ass up.
Defense and all the weapons and all the options, and then he can do that. He can take it himself, glide into the end zone, and get 6.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position.
Get out of there.
He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. First down to start the drive after the break. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
He makes it in, and now it's a 14-point game.
We'll get a turnover, we'll be all right.
Kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job
coming off the ball
to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. He'll do it himself. Tackle.
Give him the 1st down, nigga.
It must have been a brutal week for this defense preparing for this game because of all the different ways they can attack you and because of how athletic this quarterback is and how he can hurt you running the football. He just showed it to you right there.
Got a man. It's long. That's the kind of play that
all I need is a fucking turnover.
First down at the 43.
Is it that hard to get a fucking turnover?
They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
That nigga killing me, 14. Well, I can't wait to get some new niggas in here, dog.
Big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know
Nigga
what's
killing
interesting
this
is
nigga over
the
there.
game with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys.
Just two.
Killing that nigga
Rush,
over
and
there.
down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. First down sack pushes it back. Now it's second down. They'll run the counter. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. On the move is the third.
Right, I had a nigga there,
Makes it
dog.
past the first down marker, and a really nice job to
Had a
set
nigga
up that
there,
screen and
dog.
move the sticks.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000.
A shot toward the end zone.
Thank you.
This will be picked off. Maybe
God
just the
damn.
turning point they needed. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
Trying to make magic with his feet. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Trying to get to him. Fires into traffic. Intercepted.
Wow.
Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to
I can't win for losing out here, boy.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw it.
Touchdown, Arkansas! Reeled it in and just
That's
made the
crazy,
house
man.
call. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And this offense
Had to fucking pick.
to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know
This
you're going to
nigga.
win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
On the run
Right.
from
This
inside
nigga, what the
35.
fuck? And who put this
Good
nigga
work
back
by
in?
your coverage team to knock down the return man. Oregon State takes over, ready
put
to
this
send the
nigga back
offense
in,
onto the
though?
field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Beavers headed quickly to the line. Lets it fly. And he's going to score. Down, Oregon State.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Navy.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Dropping back, it's Vasquez. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
Right, come on, Derek.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow.
Like, come on, Derek.
Marked out of bounds after
come on.
Another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Razorbacks! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Yeah, solved interwound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. He fires a bullet to the right. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Beavers! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking to throw, it's Vasquez. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the Razorbacks will keep this drive going.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, they picked up 2.
Great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Ready to fire from the pistol. On the ground, it's Terrell. Finds a crease at the 20. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into a 3-game losing streak. They are wounded, really.